back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. I'm the gamer channel buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I get my hands on at car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, or charity shops for a cheap price. So I can get them traded into CX at a high price, so I can build my gaming collection. So yes, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, or belated Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you had a good New Year, good Christmas. Mine was okay. I've had like a very sore throat for a couple of weeks now, which kind of ruined Christmas Day and New Year's Eve a little bit, but I soldiered through, you know, still managed to have a drink on New Year's Eve at least. I didn't fancy drinking on Christmas Day, but yeah, I thought I'd just do a little video. I've got a couple of pickups here that I wanted to just share with you. Obviously this time of year, yeah, it's hard to film stuff for you guys. Obviously car boots are not on, charity shops are not as busy. I have still been hitting the charity shops and obviously looking on Facebook Marketplace. I have been doing well on Marketplace, but you know, I don't want to just keep pumping out videos of me picking up PlayStation 4 bundles. You know, like saying, oh yeah, this is what I've got. I mean, let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing that. You know, if I grab something off of Facebook Marketplace that's interesting, then I'd upload it like I've done with the backwards compatible PlayStation 3 and the big bundle that I managed to get by asking, you know, have you got any other gaming stuff for sale and stuff like that. So I will do that, but you know, if it's just a bread and butter pudding, if it's just a bread and butter, still got Christmas on the brain. If it's just a bread and butter pick up, like, you know, PlayStation 4 bundle with a load of games, are you interested in seeing it? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll keep uploading them if you're interested. But yeah, the games that I've got, one of them is a Facebook Marketplace pickup. Basically, I went to stay at my mother-in-law's for New Year's Eve, and as always, if I ever go to a new area, if I'm staying at friends or, you know, wherever, or if we know we'll go to a new town, I will I'll open Facebook Marketplace, change my location and have a look and see, you know, what's in that area. And I was able to get something that I think is quite cool for a reasonable price for my collection. I'll just go over, like, I've got a couple of games that are in package here. There are some PlayStation 2 cardboard in here as well. But I'm not going to bother flipping the cameras and stuff like that, just because there's not too much to go over. They're not very extravagant games, but I still like to show them to you. So the first one that we'll open, this is actually from Gaming Rarities. Now, Dan at Gaming Rarities. But basically, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's been on not just PlayStation 2 but PSP. He collects all rarities and oddities, and he's been on a PlayStation 2 cardboard journey much longer than me. And he recently went to, I believe, the Norwich Gaming Convention, and he picked up a PlayStation 2 cardboard cardboard variant that he already had, but he got it at such a good price that he couldn't just leave it there. And then, you know, he put on his video, does anyone want it? And I said I'd buy it from him. Messaged him and we sorted out a price, and yeah, he's posted it to me, and we'll open it together on camera. But yeah, basically he said that one of the games hasn't got the manual, which I'm not too fussed about, because basically these games, they're not very expensive on their own, but obviously these, what's the word, cardboard variants can sometimes be, you know, expensive just because they're so rare. They're not rare but uncommon. There's so many, like I mean, this game, or sorry, these games, it's like a double pack, and they're so obscure that, you know, it'd be very, to be honest, I haven't got a clue why someone would have bought them in the past. Thankfully people did, but yeah, this is one of them, and obviously able to get it for a reasonable price, because some of these as well, like the double pack variants and stuff like that, they can be, you know, upwards of £100, obviously depending on condition. Now, the condition of this is not the best, but I would much rather have this in this condition and pay a cheaper price than getting it further down the line, you know, paying more money, a lot more money than what these games are worth, if that makes sense. But it is Hits Collection, and you've got Need for Speed Underground and Medal of Honor Rising in there. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, obviously there are some, you know, wear and whatnot to the box. But it's, you know, in my opinion, it's in acceptable condition. He did say that one of them didn't have the manual, I believe, which was Need for Speed Underground 2. But, you know, I mean, it's not a cheap game. I think CEX sell it for maybe 15 quid, something like that. I think I've got this already, so I'll probably look to get rid of that, because I'm not one of these people who like to have too many copies of the same game. But yeah, it's so strange back in the day that, you know, they would do. I mean, they're both by EA, so that kind of makes sense. That, you know, but Medal of Honor Rising Sun and Need for Speed Underground 2. Someone's like, yeah, I need both of those games together in a cardboard sleeve. But yeah, there's some really odd and expensive variants of these kind of like hits and double packs. But yeah, really happy to you know, add that to the collection at a reasonable price. Appreciate you, Dan, for sorting that out for me. But yeah, really happy with that. So another one for the cardboard collection. And then I'll save the modern games for later. This one I've already opened previously, just because I've purchased this off of eBay, and you know, I didn't have time to film at that point, and I wanted to double check the condition was okay, and just in case I had to send it back. But yeah, keeping in theme with the PlayStation 2 cardboard. Let me know if you are bored of these yet. But yeah, it is Tomb Raider Anniversary Collector's Edition. Got this for a good price for the condition that it's in. Yeah, pretty good, if I do say so myself. I think the only thing going against it is there is a little bit of a crease towards the top of the sleeve there. But I think CEX sell this for like £12 to £15. But obviously, you know, that they don't differentiate between with manual and without, because it's a cheap game. And obviously cardboard in CEX, you know, you'd be lucky to get it in good condition. But I see this on eBay for, I think it was up for £10 plus postage, and I think I just basically knocked the postage off, so I paid a tenner total for that, which I think is a good price to be adding some nice condition cardboard to the collection. So yeah, that's the only little bit of retro that I've got. You know, most of these games I've bought from CEX, apart from one of them that is a Facebook Marketplace pickup video. I think I got some of them from like inside, you know, just in my locals, because they're not that rare, and I think there was a couple that I ordered online as well. But obviously I'm not going to do CEX roulette with PlayStation 5 and, well, one PlayStation 4 game. But yeah, after my previous video where I explained the games that I've completed in 2024, one of the standout games for me was Shadow of the Colossus, and lots of people recommended that I get this one, which is The Last Guardian, as it's by the same studio. I think Japan studio is what it says on the back here. Looks very similar graphically to yeah, Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. I haven't got a Scooby what it's about, but I think, you know, CEX, I think it was like £8 or something like that. Yeah, PlayStation 4 obviously can play it on my PlayStation 5. My OCD will kick in a little bit in that I like to have all my white spines on the bottom shelf down there. Maybe they'll do a PlayStation 5 upgrade for this, but yeah, interested to give this a go and looking forward to it. Hoping for good things. Let me know in the comments if you've played it and completed it. And then yeah, speaking of OCD and you know, I like to have, I've got all my PlayStation 5 games down on my bottom shelf there with all the, you know, the white spines at the top sort of thing. And in one of my previous videos, I think it was like one of the last car boots that I went to, I picked up a copy of Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 4, and I thought, yeah, I really want to play that, and I know that you can get a free PlayStation 5 upgrade for this, but like I say, my OCD, and I really shouldn't say that willy-nilly. You know, it's not that I've got OCD, and that, you know, I'm not taking for granted if there are people who've actually got it, because I know it's a serious condition. But like, it just plays in my mind having PlayStation 4 games down there. It doesn't look right. So I thought, I was in my local CEX when I was buying Last Guardian, and I grabbed Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 5, because I think it was like £15 or £20, something like that. So yeah, I grabbed that, and I think at the same time Resident Evil 4 was in there, which is the gold edition. I haven't managed to check the code in there yet to see if that works, but I thought, you know, better to at least take the gamble on that not working, and have the gold edition case and everything, rather than just the normal one. But let me know what you would done. So yeah, I grabbed Resident Evil 2 and 4 in my locals, which are in both really good condition, to be honest. I don't know if the same person chopped them in. But then what I'll do is I'll trade that in. I think you get like £6 voucher for that, something like that. But yeah, so I had Resident Evil 3. I had Resident Evil 4 and 2. And I thought, well, I need Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation 5. And CEX actually didn't have any in stock. So I think I set up an alert for when it come back into stock. And yeah, lo and behold, the thing come up. And yeah, Resident Evil 3. Again, it does have like the little insert and stuff like that. As far as I'm aware, I don't think Resident Evil 2 come with a insert. I've looked on eBay. I've looked on YouTube, and all of the opening ones didn't have it. I know some of the new games don't have like an insert. Let me know in the comments if I am wrong. But yeah, I've got Resident Evil 2, 3 and 4. Really enjoying my PlayStation 5 at the minute. I think it's a brilliant console. Maybe whether or not it's the right time to be collecting for these games, because I think that was maybe 25, that was 20, and that was 22. They'll probably drop in the future, but they're games that I want to play, as I absolutely love love the originals. So, and you know, buying them with vouchers, I'm not too fussed. You know, realistically, what's the price is going to drop to? I think these on the PlayStation 4 are still, you know, from £10 to £20, something like that. So there's not that much of a difference. But yeah, 3 games there that I'm happy to add into my collection. Hopefully, or at least complete 1 or 2 of them. Probably do Resident Evil 4 last, because I've completed that on the PlayStation 2 last year, I believe, or the year before. But Resident Evil 2 and 3 I haven't completed since back in the day. So I think I'd give them 2 a go first. I think people are complaining that, correct me if I'm wrong, but on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on the PlayStation 1, it's like random when Nemesis can spawn. But on this game, it's like choreographed. So like, you know that when you get to that scene, Nemesis will be there. So I think a few people were moaning about that. Could be wrong, but you know, I'm not that that picky. It wouldn't bother me. But yeah, looking forward to giving those 3 a go. Those 3 a go. And then yeah, the last pickup, as I said, when I went to stay at the mother-in-law's up in like Cambridgeshire area, put on Facebook Marketplace, and someone had a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 5. Brand new and sealed, as you can see, got the official logo on there. I think it was up for 15 quid or something like that, and I said, would you take a tenner for it? Because I'm not desperate for it. I'll probably keep it sealed as well. You know, whether or not I'm going to play this anytime soon, I don't know. But they said, yeah, it was literally round the corner from where the mother-in-law lives, so I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. So I'll grab it for my collection. So yeah, like I say, I'm enjoying collecting for the PlayStation 5 at the minute. I think it's a brilliant console. You know, with how consoles are going in the future, will it be the last, for PlayStation at least, the last physical console? Who knows? But yeah, I just thought I'd, you know, do a video of my recent pickups. Like I say, it's tough out there at the minute, and I don't want to just force out videos for the sake of the algorithm and keeping my channel relevant or whatever. Just, you know, because I know sometimes that's how it works with YouTube. You know, you've got to keep putting stuff out there, but I don't want to just post stuff for the sake of it. I'd rather, you know, wait until I have some good stuff to show you guys. Yeah, but fingers crossed I'll be back at the car boots the beginning of February. So, you know, I'll upload them as soon as I'm able to edit the footage, and hopefully you'll have some car boot footage either end of January, beginning of February, depending on when I'm able to get back to them, and obviously weather depending. But yeah, let me know in the comments what video games you got for Christmas, or what your recent pickups are. Love to hear from you all. But take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.